Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Eric here, and today I'm going to be showing off you guys 5 more support cards for the archetype that I made, known as Azemechs. For those of you guys who don't know what Azemechs are, Azemechs is a fan-made archetype that I made based off of Aztecs. I'll probably link down the other 2 videos down below, or leave annotations somewhere for the other 2 videos so you can see the other support cards that I made for them. The first 2 waves of support. Now it's time for the 3rd wave of support. So yeah, alright, getting into this, of course, as I said in the last video, the artwork, if I were to actually, the actual artwork is for these monsters is supposed to be futuristic Aztecs, but I couldn't find any pictures for futuristic Aztecs, and I couldn't really change up these creatures to look futuristic and stuff like that. So that's why they look like just like that's. So yeah. Anyway, if I could, in the future, probably I would draw out how these futuristic Azemechs will look. I don't know, all depends. Anyway, let's get started into the support. The 5 new cards that I made for them. Anyway, in the last video, if you guys watched the last one, you saw that I made a tuna monster, level 2, level 2. God, sorry, I just can't really speak right now. It's a level 2 tuner known as Azemech Beast Eagle. So yeah. So now the first 2 monsters I made in this new wave of support are Synchro Monsters. Anyway, so let's get started with the first Synchro Monster that I made for them. Divine Azemech Beast Wolf. I might not be pronouncing that right, but yeah. This Synchro Monster is based off a creature in Aztec mythology, known as Alhui something. I forget the whole name, but it's a dog-like creature that comes out from the water. I realized I should have made this a water attribute monster, but yeah. Anyway, it's a dog-like creature that has a hand at the end of its tail. So yeah. So this guy is a dark, level 6 dark beast Synchro Monster with 2400 attack and 1900 defense. His effect is that he takes 1 Azemech Tuna Monster and 1 or more Azemech Monsters. But you'll mainly be making him with Azemech Beast Jaguar and Azemech Beast Eagle, since Azemech Beast Jaguar is level 3. Yeah. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 Azemech Beast Monster from your deck in face-up defense position with its effects negated. So a nice way to get out your beast from the deck. And once per turn, you contribute off 1 other Azemech Beast Monster to oh, I forgot to put target. Oh gosh. To target 1 card your opponent controls and send it back to their hand. So yeah, a good way to bring, when it's effect, it's an automatic get a beast out of the deck, and you can automatically send off that beast to put a card back into your opponent's hand just to give it the threat. So yeah, that's Divine Azemech Beast Wolf. Next Synchro Monster made for them, it's called Divine Azemech Beast Sepa Gator, which is a gator a gator frog-like creature with multiple mouths. So yeah, he's a water attribute, level 6 reptile Synchro Monster with 2400 attack and 2000 defense. He takes an Azemech Tuner or 1 or more Azemech Monsters. You'll mainly be making him with 1 of your warriors, either your warrior Jaguar or warrior Eagle, and then with your Tuner Eagle. So yeah. When this card is summoned, send all spells and traps back into their owner's hands. A giant Trunade, just to get rid of everything on the field. And once per turn, you contribute off 1 other Azemech Beast Monster to give this card 1000 extra attack. So yeah, once it's summoned, giant Trunade blows all the things away, and then you can boot. And if you happen to have another Azemech Beast on the field, you can boost him up by 1,000, so then he'll be 3,400. So yeah, a nice way, a nice beater and stuff like that. Anyway, those are the only 2 Synchro Monsters I made for them, but I still have 3 other new support cards for them. These guys are not a part of the Azemech Warriors or Azemech Beasts. They are still Azemechs, but a different part of the Azemechs. I decided to make those Azemech Priest and Priestess as monsters. So yeah, here is the first card I made. Here is Azemech Worshipper. There you go, it's Azemech Worshipper. He's a dark level 3 spellcaster monster with 1200 attack and 300 defense. When this card is summoned, you can add 1 Azemech spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Nice spell and trap searcher. While this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this and 1 other Azemech monster to add 1 Azemech ritual spell from your deck to your hand. So he's a 2-way searcher to get a ritual spell if you wanted to, or you can just get another one of your spells like your field spell if you don't have a terraforming with you, or you can it's just more ways to get your ritual spell out. Also, you can search that 1 trap card that I made for them. So yeah, and of course, and you can only use 1 effect of him once per turn. And then the final effect, when he's used for a ritual summon for a divine Azemech monster, that monster gains the following effect: a monster destroyed by this card, it gets banished to stand. A nice way to get rid of those floaters. So yeah, that's Azemech Worshipper. He's, yeah, as I said before, just a way to get your ritual spells faster. Since he can search them in many different ways by getting either searching right out your field spell, your ritual spell, searching your field spell which gets your ritual spell, so deck thin your deck more, or by banishing him in another Azemech to get one from your deck, to get a ritual spell from your deck. Just more ways to get the ritual spell. Anyway, and then the second monster that I made for them, the last monster that I made for them in this new wave support, it's Azemech Priestess. A light level 3 spellcaster monster with 1100 attack and 2100 defense. So yeah, she thick. I can't believe I actually said that, but yeah. When this card is normal summon, shuffle 3 Azemech monsters in your graveyard to your deck and then draw 1 card. A Diguster Emerald effect, so then you can recycle your deck more, so then you don't just like waste resources all the freaking time. And then when this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card to add 2 Azemech cards in your banish zone to your hand. So yeah, I also forgot to put a once per turn clause on that, so remember that when you're checking these guys out on Imgur. Also when they're up here, it does have a once per turn clause. Just so you know, I'll try to edit that. Maybe, I don't know, if I'm not lazy. Yeah, and then when it's used for a ritual summon, for Divine Azemech ritual summon with this card gains the following effect. When this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect or by battle, special summon Azemech monster or monsters who in your graveyard whose levels add up to this monster's level. So if you use it for your the ritual summon, it's a good, and your ritual monster gets destroyed, it's a good way to get back your monsters that you use for it. You can either get back the same monsters or you can get back different monsters, as long as the levels add up to that monster. So yeah, so just in case, I didn't want to put like special summon the monsters that were used for the ritual summon of this monster, because in case if they get banished or something from your graveyard, or if your opponent banishes them, or if you banish them by accident when using Worshipper's effect and stuff like that. So yeah, they got some ammo, a way to get back your banished Azemech cards, and a way for your ritual monster, if it's destroyed, you're not just wide open. Alright, now time for this final card that I made for them in this wave of support. I made a second ritual for them called Azemech Revival. as I said, it's a ritual spell. You can use this card to ritual summon any divine Azemech from your graveyard. So this one only special summons from the graveyard, just to make sure. Like, so you have your regular one, which special summons from your hand, and this one recurs them from your graveyard. So you can banish monsters in your hand or in your graveyard whose level is equal the monster you're summoning. It has to be equal for this one. Yeah, since you're putting them back in the graveyard and stuff like that. And then you can banish this card in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, to prevent the destruction of an Azemech ritual monster. So yeah, that ritual spell is a way to bring back your ones who are in the graveyard, in case if you don't run along them, and you run along, I don't know. Yeah, just a way to recycle off your divine Azemech ritual monsters in your graveyard. And it's another way to protect your divine Azemech monsters. So yeah. Anyway, that's all the support that I made for them in this wave. Comment down below what you guys thought of them, of course. Tell me what you guys think of all the support so far and what you guys would do with them, like possible deck lists that you guys will make with them down below. I'll try to make a deck list once I'm done with all this, when I feel like I made enough support for them. And so yeah, like the video if you liked it, of course. I forgot, I should say this, but I don't know, I just keep forgetting. Hit the bell hit the bell so you actually get notified when my videos come out. So yeah. Also, I want you guys to share this around because I want a lot of people to see this Azemech archetype that I made, because I'm very proud of what I'm doing. Making an Aztec based archetype and stuff like that. Yeah, I just really want people to see this stuff. Of course, I'll link down my the Imgur page where I will post these specific ones in their own category, so you can check them out for yourselves. And what else? Oh yeah, subscribe of course if you guys want to see more stuff. Next time I'll be coming up with hopefully I will be able to come up with the next wave of support pretty soon. And yeah, tell me if yeah. Anyway, I keep having it on. I keep doing this. Anyway, see you guys next time.